Avec Facebook, on est un peu dans le Wild West. C'est pour ça la thématique, c'est the good, the bad and the ugly. Et si ça vous dérange pas, je vais parler en anglais. Comme ça va être moins pénible pour vous et pour moi. Et ça va être beaucoup plus efficace. Mais si vous ne comprenez pas, vous demandez à votre voisin. OK? Non, si vous avez des questions, c'est pas clair, posez des questions. Le panneau, ça va être en franglais montréalais. C'est bon. So, in the Wild West, we got the good, the bad, the ugly, and that's what's going on in Facebook. And I'm gonna sort of take from where the guys from Toronto presented and look at those realities, because it isn't all rosy. Let's face it. We're in this sort of disruptive period where there's a lot going on that's good, but there is some really ugly stuff coming down the pipe. So let's be conscious of that. Does this work? Putting it in perspective, we're all hyped up. We're in a microcosm of 2007. We think all that exists is Facebook, but how many here remember when AOL rocked? Okay? AOL never rocked. Well, it's because you're from Holland, right? And you were smoking. You're too young. You weren't even born. Okay. So in '95, AOL sort of brought us onto the internet. Yahoo '99 helped us organize all the shit that's out there, and then Google allowed us to search all the shit that's out there. And then somehow Facebook comes along and says, "This is a cool place to all be social." So there's a history lesson of the internet. But so in making it social, what do we mean by social? They even talk. I've been trying to figure. They talk about the social graph of Facebook, and they put it in capital letters. And so I think that makes it official. Simply going to trademark that, and if someone can explain it to me. But what I've understood is the Facebook social graph is it boils down to a simple thing: is people who want to hang out online, share their info, share some goofy stuff, sometimes share very important stuff that are like their causes they believe in, and that's what's going on. And yet, this social club, let's think of it as our social club, let's face it, it's our little place to hang out. It's a members only place. Marketers are not really welcome per se, and yet marketers, they're freaking excited, man. They want to jump all over this, but in reality, and I do a poll with most Facebookers, they would argue if marketers could stay out of here, they would like that. Now, the smart marketers, and you guys talked about this, you stole my whole freaking presentation, but you had stats. I didn't have the numbers, but the good marketers they realize that they can't go running into the party and start yelling and selling their stuff. So they're joining the conversation. They're not shouting like I am. They talk like their audience, and occasionally they do stuff that's useful, and you guys showed some examples of that. But this is not just a Facebook thing. Let's put this in perspective, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm here, I work for a company called Cloudreaker. Of course I'm doing a bit of self-promo, but I'm hopefully saying stuff that is useful to you, and you like it, so maybe you'll like my company a little more. So and everyone here, they're doing a little self-promo. Don't let them try but on Facebook you can do that, I had this hat. Actually, I was looking for a cowboy hat, which I don't have because my theme is the West. So eBay is a client of ours. I love them, and I have this hat, which was their gift to me. Thank you, Andrea. That was a nice gift. And I'm wearing it because I love them. But and that's my attempt at Photoshop. Well, they do pay actually. Yeah, they're nice in Canadian dollars, which is powerful. And you can't see it without the spotlight. I'm working on this. Roy, I see you got the mustache, what kind of goatee, but I'm growing a mustache. This is another form of a little subtle advertising going on. We're doing this thing because we have 2 Aussies in our team, and in Australia they do this thing called Movember, mustaches in November, you get it? And it's to raise money for the prostate cancer. And look, I have another friend here, Louis Jacques, who actually wears a mustache for real, but we're doing it because deep down we've always wanted to wear a mustache and do a good cause thing and raise money. And I'm gonna, so you know, the story that I had a couple slides ago, join the conversation, it's all about soft selling. And hopefully I'm doing soft selling, but I'm gonna do one little hard sell here, which is, we're also trying to raise money for Movember. So donate money, especially to mine, because I'll win the grand prize. So if you go on, so when you leave here, make sure you do that. Okay, the good. So what are some of the good things going on out there? I'm not going to go into detailed demos. Most of you maybe have seen these, and if they half interest you, you can go find them, okay? But here's one that I like because I'm old and I like Bob Dylan. Well, I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to like Bob Dylan. And this is a thing, it's a little viral thing that could exist, you know, off Facebook, but they use Facebook very well. And it was just this goofy little thing, a little video that you put in the words, and they show up in the video. And then obviously all us sort of, you know, people who like country or folk or are old enough sent this around to each other to buy obviously a lot of Bob Dylan albums because he's got financial issues. Steve Colbert, our future American president, or I don't know if you will, but okay, this is marketing. I mean, he's marketing his show. He signs big contracts, so he's doing a bit of marketing. But he's using this very interesting, speaking the language of Facebook, and he has a whack load of people following him. He's setting up events. He's using all the little apps that are there. Really intelligent. Breast cancer in October. Simple little thing, you know, put your virtual little ribbon on your page. They got over 2 million, and they actually make money out of that. You'd have to come back to me to get the stats on that, but they raised money by the number of ribbons that were distributed. And then they did this little deal with Yahoo, which if you download the Yahoo toolbar, you get $1 a year for the toolbar being, you know, run on your desktop. So that's pretty cool. And look, they had 2 million in October just from that. That's powerful use, and people are beyond the cause or leveraging it. I like you guys talked about this. Just look, self-explanatory, so I won't go into it. Target. I'm not a big fan of the big box stores or whatever you want to call the stores, but you know, you sit down and look at what Walmart's been doing online in Facebook, and you look at Target. Target was pretty. They did a sneaky, smart little effort when it came back to school season to help you set up your room and all that stuff. Check it out. It's not a bad attempt by a big brand to be on Facebook. Now, the bad. Do the music. What's the music? There we go.